Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ojo Educate. On this channel, I share various information on IT tips, cybersecurity, and various information that can be of help to individual and a group of people on technologies, how to be cybersecurity safe, how to be safe on the internet, and also various IT tips. So today is a bit different. I'm going to share with folks on this channel on Canada Express Entry. I've developed an easy guide on step-by-step on how to apply for Canadian Express Entry. Just a disclaimer, I'm not an immigration officer nor an immigration consultant. All information shared in this document or presentation is purely based on my personal experience as an immigrant in Canada. Always check the official website of Government of Canada at www.canada.ca to validate any information provided in this book or on this platform for updates and current information. So today I'm going to be sharing with you on how to check eligibility. The first thing you need to do when you want to create Express Entry profile is to check whether you are eligible. So we're going to be I'm going to be showing you how to check whether you are eligible to come into Canada. So I'm going to open a browser. So you can use any available browser, whether it's Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft Edge. So now we are going to go to www.canada.ca. That's the website, and press enter. So you go to canada.ca and press enter. So when you enter the official website of the Canadian government, you have two language options, either English or French. The reason is because Canada is a bilingual country, so you can either view the content or read the content of the site in English or in French. So let's go for English. So like I said, this is for Express Entry, and so when you click on English, you go to this immigration and citizenship. So we click on that, then we scroll down and come to immigrate. Then you click on Express Entry. Then when you get to the next page, you're going to submit your Express Entry profile. Then our topic today is based on this. Find out if you are eligible. That's the topic for today. So I will quickly go over that process again. www.canada.ca. Choose your language, which shows English. You click on Immigration and Citizenship. You scroll down and click on Immigrate. Then you scroll down again and select Express Entry. Then here you come again and submit your Express Entry. Then the first thing is, the first step in creating Express Entry profile is to find out if you are eligible. So you are going to provide some data that will determine your eligibility for Express Entry program. So find out if you are eligible. So you will be asked, so these are the various factors that determine whether you are eligible or not. So then we check your eligibility. So the first question is, which province do you want to live in Canada? Which province do you plan? 12 provinces here. So you have to choose which province do you want. Let's say we choose New Brunswick. New Brunswick is one of the provinces in the Atlantic Canada. Then you can click next. Then you need to submit a language test either in French or in English. So you have to have a valid English test, whether French is you are taking French, you can take TEF. If you are taking English test, you can take IS for instance. So we will choose IS in this case. Then we click next. Then you have to provide the date your test was taken. So let's say this year, IS test is valid for 2 years, and so we have to select month. Let's say the test was taken June 1st. Then you click next. Then we have entered IS English test as 3 or 4 area of testing. That is 4 modules. 4 modules of testing. We have speaking, listening, reading, and writing. And each of these modules are graded separately, and the exam are divided into these 4 modules. So you have to have result for each. So let's say we have speaking. Let's say for speaking we have 9. Let's say listening, you have 8.5. Let's say reading, you have 8.5. Let's say
I don't see an app for that. You'll need to download one.
Then enter at least writing. You can pick this 9. Then select, click on next. Do you have another language result? If you are bilingual is the sense that you can speak French and English. I advise you to also take TEF, which is also for French speakers. So, but if you can only speak English, so here we select none and click next. Then in the last 3 years, how many years care of rent do you have in Canada? This is for folks who are currently in Canada or who have been to Canada before, who have worked in Canada. So if you have never worked in Canada, you select none. So again, since you select none here, the answer here is going to be none of the above, because they are asking which NOC. In the NOC, I'm going to do a video training on how to determine your NOC. NOC has to do with your profession, the job you are doing or you have done before based on your work experience, and you're based on your work experience, how to align your work experience, your job title to Canadian National Occupation Code. So I'm going to do a video on that. So watch out on this channel. That's why you need to subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you can always get notice whenever I post that. So we click next. So the next thing is, in the last 10 years, this is your experience, your work experience outside Canada. So you can specify, let's say you have 6 or more experience, then in this NOC, if not, so in the last 5 years, do you have at least 2 years experience in one of these NOC? So if you have experience as electrical construction, maintenance, supervisor, processing, manufacturing, chef, butcher, baker, whatever. If you don't have, maybe you are a professional, you are not in the trade category, you choose none, then you click next. Now, how much money in Canadian dollar will you bring to Canada? This is asking for your proof of fund. It is called proof of fund. I'm going to do a video also on how to invest, how to get your proof of fund letter from your financial institution. I advise folks that if you plan to come to Canada, the first thing you need to do is to open an account, preferably an investment account with a reputable financial institution where you can save your money and ensure that you have the required fund for express entry. So how much money, this depends solely on the size of your family size. So your family size will determine, let's say you are a family of 4, that means yourself, your spouse, and 2 children. So we can go for this. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do a video and show you how to determine your proof of fund. So how many family members do you have? So we already said 4. That is you, your spouse, and 2 children. So then we'll click next. It is advisable to always give a margin, a float on your proof of fund. Do you have a valid job offer? That is, if you have a valid job offer in Canada from a Canadian employer, you can choose yes here, but in this case, we pick no, and then click next. Then what's your date of birth? You have to be an adult to actually be eligible for express entry. So let's say this person is born in the year 1999. Then let's say this person is born in June, and this person is born in June 1st. Then what is your highest level of qualification? Level of qualification, whether you have degree, you have master's, you have PhD. Let's take bachelor degree for instance, as this. Then we can click on next. Find out if you're eligible. So check all that is applicable here. I have studied full time. So if you have studied before in Canada as a student and you are back to your home country, you can check this. And if you have worked in Canada before, you can check this box. If you have a relative in Canada, you can check the next one. So assuming if you have studied, there is all this, you have some mark that's going to be allocated if you, for example, if you have a relative that is 18 years and above, either as a citizen in Canada or a PR holder in Canada, which has to be your parent, your child, your grandparent, your grandchild, your siblings, your uncle, your niece, your auntie. So you have 15 points, for example. If you have working full-time experience in Canada for at least 2 years, you have a particular point that's going to be. So if in this case, we're going to choose none is applicable, then we click next. Then what is your marital status? To a family of 4, that means you are married and you have 2 kids. Select married, then we select next. Does your spouse or partner plan to come with you? Yeah, you're going to select yes. So select yes, that okay, your spouse is coming with you. Is your spouse or partner a citizen or a permanent resident? You say no, because both of you are still in your country of residence. So then, as your spouse or partner study in Canada? No. As your spouse or partner work in Canada? No. So both of you do not have Canadian experience or studying in Canada. As your spouse or partner taking English test? Usually I advise folks to, if you are married and if it's possible, two of you can take the English test, whether IS or TEF, whichever one. If you are an English speaker, you can take IS. If you are a French speaker, you can take TEF. So, but this is not mandatory. You can say none, or you can say yes. Let's assume that your spouse has an English test result. Then you can click next. Then we share, let's assume two of you took this test the same day. And like I said, this test is valid for 2 years. So let's say your spouse has 88888 in all the 4 modules of IS. So you click next, and you select all these parameters for speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So at the end of it, this person, this dummy profile person, is eligible to come to Canada. So that's why you are eligible when you have this code. This reference code shows that this person is eligible to come to Canada via the express entry. So what you do, you're going to save this reference code, record your personal reference code. This code expires on August 12, August. So you need to create our express entry profile before Friday, August 12. So you can keep this profile somewhere, this profile code somewhere, save it either on your phone or on your PC, because we are going to use this code to create our express entry profile. Thank you very much for your time today, and I look forward to having you in my next video on as we journey together on how to
thank you for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate it. Remember to subscribe for more videos. You can also click the bell button to ensure that anytime I publish a new video, you get notified. And also like this video, share with your friends, share with your family members, and anyone that you know that really this video will be useful to. Make sure you share with your friends and family and with everyone around you. I wish you all the very best in your immigration journey. I wish you favor. I wish you help from God. And I see you soon in Canada. Thank you. Bye-bye, and see you in my next video. Thank you.